Alright, we're back for round one with Eldragos. I'm just gonna call it Eldragos. Yeah, so we're on the draw here. We kept a decent hand. I'm curious to see how good Matter Shaper is gonna be here. Alright, and we drew a Haven too for the Thunderbreak Regent. I may not even cast Tormenting Voice early on. You know, we have a good bit to do with our mana. Oh. Okay. Did he mulligan? No, just kept... Weird. I don't get it. Alright, yeah. I'm not going to use the Fire Impulse on the Loam Dread just yet. I'm going to see what creature he wants to cast to try to pair with it. Looks like he's playing the 4-color version of the Cryptolith deck. And I may just kill the Loam Dryad, you know, soonish. Maybe right now. We may take one. So it looked like... Alright, so he started to tap mana. So let's try to figure out what he was about to cast. Probably a 3-drop. I don't think it would be Matter Reshaper. I don't think it would be Reflector Mage. He might try to save that for something. I'm going to go ahead and kill this. I don't think it's Dustwatch Recruiter because he tapped 2 lands. So let's see what he does end up casting. Displacer. Okay. Alright, well, we drew Tormenting Voice, or sorry, we drew Drowned Temple Tormenting Voice, so we could just go for that, or we can just put Matter Shaper on the board and put up a roadblock, or kind of force him to interact with it. I'm okay with that. I'm going to save the Haven. I don't want him to know exactly what we're playing, but once we play Thunderbreak Regent, it's going to give it away a little bit. Now, if he blinks Reshaper and attacks for 3, that is a great spot for me, because then I get to start attacking back, putting a little pressure on him. We may go Tormenting Voice, the Drowned Temple, looking for a copy of Draconic Roar, if he puts another big creature into play, or if he plays like a Collected Company and ooh, Cryptolith Rates, that's pretty good. Reflector Mage, that's also fairly good. Alright, we're going to play this Thunderbreak Regent, and next turn, probably go Tormenting Voice, pitch Drowned Temple. And then, if we don't draw another land, we'll just get it back. Play this Drowned Temple, get the other one back, and threaten Chandra on the turn after. Yeah, if he just bounces out, he takes 3. But, you know, he's keeping us from doing a whole lot. Alright, so I think I'm just going to say go. Actually, I think I might go Reshaper and Draconic Roar. Although I don't even know if it's worth playing Draconic Roar right now. Nah. I think I'm just going to try to Wrath him. Alright, so we have Chandra even without the Drowned Temple, so depending on what he does, I may go Draconic Roar on the Displacer to maybe force him to play something else. Because this is a lot of damage we're going to be taking. 3, 4, 5, 6, so we go to 11. We Chandra minus 3, that's going to put us to 8. And then Coco could do a number of things. So I think I actually am going to do this. So we only take 4 total, so we go to 12 instead. Or 13, excuse me. Alright, so I'm going to assume Coco. So I don't really want to play the Chandra just yet. I think I'm going to put 2 Matter Reshapers into play. Now, he could go Coco, he could go Brood Monitor. If he plays Brood Monitor, then we're going to Chandra minus 3. We get 2 triggers on Reshaper. All that's fine. We definitely want to go ahead and just play the other Reshaper and put up a little bit of a roadblock so that when he Cocos, we, you know, can make sure we don't just die. Now, we actually could end up just dying here if he goes Coco into Displacer and then untaps and casts Brood Monitor. The chain of Displacer plus Brood Monitor plus Zulpar Cutthroat is infinite damage. This matchup may be a little tough for us. They're a little more resilient and combo oriented actually than the just the black green Cryptolithrites deck. All right, well, there's a small chance we just die. Let's hope that doesn't happen and we get to Chandra minus. So we take 5 if he let's see if he attacks with everybody. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chandra minus. Yeah, so if he just blinks Matter Reshaper and attacks. Huh. Or we just die. Okay. Tight. Wasn't that tight. So K return, pretty good in this matchup. Fire Impulse, very good in the matchup. Definitely want these 3. I'm not sure this is a matchup where we even care about Draconic or Thunderbreak or Matter Reshaper. So it's possible, but you know we might miss out a little damage on Draconic Roar. But these cards are not that great in the matchup. I think Thought-Knots here is pretty good, and Rainy Volley does kill Reflector Mage. I don't think there's anything else I really need or want. Killing Reflector Mage might actually be a big deal, and he may have something like Avacyn after sideboard. These decks are fairly new, so you know people could be experimenting with a lot of stuff. And Raining Volley is not great, I'm not going to lie, but it serves a purpose. And now my deck it's not invulnerable to Reflector Mage, but it is significantly less vulnerable to it than it was previously. Let's see, that game if we had minused our Chandra, he still would have been able to cast Brood Monitor, but he wouldn't have had a Blood Artist, a Zulaport Cutthroat, and he would have been able to kill the Chandra and hit me for 2, and I would have taken 3, so I would have been at 10, effectively 8, or maybe 7, with him having Brood Monitor. Yeah, if I had Chandra minused, I think I probably would have died anyway, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this matchup doesn't seem easy at all. You know, we actually had a pretty good draw. He hit very well off of his Collect a Company, but I think that version of Collect a Company with Cryptolithrites is actually just way more powerful than all the other ones. It kind of beats up on the other creature-based mirror matches where you know, they're trying to put a bunch of stuff on the board and kind of combo kill you. You're trying to do the same thing, except you have a legit combo kill. You know, Displacer plus Brood Monitor is something that we tested a bit right before the first Standard Open with the new set, and it looked pretty good. It, you know, in we didn't have all the colors, so all right. Well, we're gonna keep this one. I'm probably just gonna pitch this Burn from Within. It's not really a good early game card, and Fall of the Titans is a little bit better, and I think Draconic Roar is also a little better for what we need it to do, since it can kill Displacer and basically just buy us some time. Now, if we don't draw a land, that would have been very bad, but we did. So, okay. Now I'm kind of afraid of a negate. Kind of afraid of a negate. Plus, I don't really even want to discard much of this at all, so we'll just wait. Hopefully, he just gives us a big juicy target for Draconic Roar here. Yeah. Alright, so we don't have any more dragons, but we do have that. Oh, perfect. Big juicy target for Tormenting Voice. Now, do I want to go ahead and cast another Tormenting Voice so that I use my mana efficiently? But I think I just want to keep all these cards, so we'll just keep all these cards. And we may be able to hold up Fire Impulse too if he plays a second Displacer. Yeah, we'll just bust it. We have this K return for some smaller creatures. Yeah, we're not going to play the Tormenting Voice again. I think we just want to save it now for the goggles. Yeah, so we'll get back Drownyard Temple. Probably just going to go cast Goggles. If we draw land, we'll go Goggles, Tormenting Voice. We can grind through this stuff pretty easily. Ooh, that's way better. Alright, we're actually going to go Chandra -2, and that's going to set him up in a spot where... Okay, negate. I think that's actually better for us than him negating our Goggles. This is a card that's going to be way better in the long term, I think. Now, is he going to main phase this? Or is he going to let it flip? Maybe he's going to plus and then let it flip. Reality Smasher. Jeez. That's a pretty big game. If he has another negate, we are dead. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, this deck actually seems like a nightmare. And he has Reality Smasher after board? How are we supposed to beat that? And he can still negate us? Man. So we can go Thought Knot, look at his hand, take something. Go Block Smasher, Kozilek's Return. I do not mind that. Yeah, we'll take another Reality Smasher so we don't get annihilated. Now we could have upkeeped Kozilek's Return, but it wouldn't have, or main phase it, but then we're still having to deal with that. And alright, we're going to block the Reality Smasher. Move to end of turn. If he doesn't play the Lum Dryad or the other guy. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do this. We know his hand is Dustwatch, Loam Dryad, and then the random card he drew off of. Alright, well, I think I kind of want to save this. Let's see, Follow the Titans right now. We can do it for X equals 3. Without playing a Tormenting Voice or something. I don't really want to Tormenting Voice away Magmatic. Oh no. Well, luckily we can kill most things. Yeah. And I think we actually are just going to go ahead and kill these two things since we're so low on life. So, yeah, he's going to go Dustwatch, activate, or perhaps activate Loam Dryad if he has, or hit something that he can't really cast. It's another Reflector Mage. Luckily, that doesn't do a ton against us. Alright, we'll discard Mage Ring, look for some more removal, discard Drownyard. Go ahead and get those Goggles into play, I suppose. Probably gonna get hammered here for a bunch. And we just played all our draw spells, so now we can't really use Goggles efficiently. And he hit another Reality Smasher, so he's gonna hit us for 7. I'm gonna need a big top deck right now. This deck looks great. Our opponent's deck, not ours. We're getting mangled. I do like our deck. It's been actually playing about as good as I had hoped, if not better. Alright, well, we're not dead yet. Drawing that Tormenting Voice was pretty clutch. Yeah, this deck can go so late into the game. It's crazy. Just all these, collected company decks just have so much depth. You know, they get to draw a bunch of cards with Dustwatch Recruiter and Elvish Visionary. Um, you know, it looks kind of wonky because he has like Caves of Kolos, Yavimaya Coast in his deck, but honestly, the deck just looks great. Alright, so we're going to kill... I think I'm going to do it now since he's fetching and the Scry loses all value. So we'll kill Scion... Or say 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can't activate the Westfell Abbey right this sec. So we'll kill Sifter Scion. Oh, we should have done it the other way. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, he doesn't get the Scry. It doesn't matter. I mean, technically he gets a Scry, but... he still has to fetch. What is the island even for? Oh, yeah. Duh. Reflector Mage. I'm dumb. What do I want to draw? Chandra? Yeah. I need to draw Chandra. Come on, cat. Get out of the way of the camera. He likes FaceTime. Alright, so... K-Return would keep me alive. Chandra would be the best. Raiding Volley, embarrassing. Okay. Alright, we'll be back for the second match in just a minute. That matchup I think is actually kind of tough, and something I'm definitely looking forward to trying out in the future, but I don't know. I want to try a little more of my deck and see how it fares against the other matchups in the format, but we'll be right back.